the most. Let me ask this question because I feel like we just alluded to it, and y'all always been messy when it comes to this. Has sexual liberation destroyed the institution of marriage? Maybe I should have put help destroy because I think there's factors. But I'm trying to understand, is this the number one or two culprit? Has sexual liberation destroyed the institution of marriage?
I was thinking it probably could be. That could be a lot of times why men are like, hell no, I'm not gonna marry you, because they feel like we're so sexually free and we just like spreading ourselves everywhere. So it makes men like not look at us like we hold any value.
So, Nay, has sexual liberation?
Yes. Yes. I think so. To an extent. That's probably why a lot of times men are like, yeah, no. That's why they say it, okay, y'all, you're just all over the place. Now you too old. You've been throwing it back for this one and that one, and we just too free. That's why they be calling us, 304s on here. So that could be part of it.
If knowing what you know now, and if that's the truth, and you could go back in time, would you still champion sexual liberation?
Probably not. I probably would have waited a lot longer, and I probably would have did it the right way and gotten married first.
So what are you telling young girls now?
I think that you should casually date, but don't be like spreading yourself and having sex everywhere. I don't think you should do that.
Isn't that what casually dating is?
No, not necessarily, because Rose she's not having sex with she's not having sex with everybody.
When Rose said that, we did this.
Stop the cap.
I mean, really, I am. It's the truth. I don't.
She just told her she got bent over a rock.
You're lying. That was years ago.
Oh, my bad, Rose.
I said a tire shop. She said at a tire shop.
That was years ago. I said both, and it was years ago.
Wow.
My bad, Nate. Go ahead.
It's been 6 years, guys, for your information.
Wow. Well, that's good.
Damn.
Oh, girl, that was me for 5 years. I did that. But yeah, I think I probably would have not just went out there.
What are you telling young girls now?
To not go out there and just be all over the place, just fucking everybody. Like I really wouldn't champion that. Like, oh, just go out there and just have sex just to be having sex. I think you should live life and have fun, but you don't have to have sex with every single body. And it's obvious to me that men are looking at it like, okay, when you too sexually liberated, you look like you're not marriage material. They would prefer that you a virgin a lot of times. Well, maybe one, but yeah.
Don't nobody want no damn virgin, Nate. What you talking
the way these men be acting, they would prefer that you ain't had nobody. They don't want to know that you had somebody before them.
Nobody want no fucking virgin.
A lot of men do not want to know. They know you have, but they don't really want to know.
They don't want you to have a large body count. They don't want you to be no goddamn virgin.
Sometimes I think they would prefer you to be a virgin more than having like 2 or 3. They want you to be more unexperienced. I can't really say because I sound like I'm speaking for men, but him, because I'm not a man. But I would think.
Just thinking, if you lined up 2 women, same attributes, one has 5 bodies, the other one has none. I'm thinking the men would pick the one with no bodies.
That's what I would think.
I mean,
the way these men come in these comments, it sounds like that's what they would prefer. It's hard, but they would prefer that.
Mr. Britt with the $2. If he was trash the first time, that's usually our best.
Wow. Shit like that.
Dana, what you think? The correlation between sexual revelation and the decline in marriage.
I don't think that it's related at all, because I think that there's nothing new under the sun as far as sexual liberation goes. I don't think that sexual liberation is a matter of people having more sex. I think that they're just more open about it and talking more about it, but they still fucking at the same rate that they've been fucking the whole time. So, I mean, it hasn't really changed anything, and people have always been aware. It's just now a part of conversation now. So it I don't think one has to do with the other at all. One bit.
You think people are having the same amount of sex now as back in the day?
Yeah, but it was just it was taboo to discuss it. It was taboo to talk about what you want and how you want to be pleased or pleasured and all of those things. But so that's more liberated, like just the conversations around it. But people are still having the same sex that they've been having since.
So you're saying women were just as much whores as back then as they are now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not talking prostitute. My bad, like sluts.
I know what you're saying, and I'm saying yeah, but it was just.
But that's just speculative, right?
All of it is.
What?
The amount that they're having now, the amount that they were having then, it's all speculative.
So you think the old ladies had the same amount of bodies as now?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they'll tell you about it as they get older.
Well, do you think
a lot of secrets get told, a lot of shit gets uncovered?
I don't think
when people get older. Nana was fucking.
Especially with social media.
Nana was fucking. Yeah, it's just widespread now. There's instant information. Somebody just said social media. I think Sister said social media. You have access to information fast. People are putting all their business up on social media. They're sharing and oversharing way too much, and it's just welcomed. It's that's the sexual liberation part of it. That's the conversation around it.
I feel like you're not being genuine. If black people were married up to 70%, you think that they were outside like we are now?
I think that maybe not right now because we're getting married later because there's more sex that's happening. But when they were our grandparents or whatever, they got married a lot younger, so maybe they weren't as experienced, but they were still fucking.
And they was virgins.
Are you saying they fucking each other?
I'm saying even before.
I'm talking about the liberation of people being able to fuck several people without judgment, or what they don't want to be judged. They think they shouldn't be judged, and women, trying to basically do the things that men do and they don't want to be judged for, things like that.
Yeah, it could be destroyed that way. Yes, yeah. That's a factor. But I think another one is women are willing to be side chicks, so it's also being destroyed from the outside in. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention in terms of like the side chick. There's also people who like swing. Like, are we talking about swingers and like people bringing threesomes and that type shit? Like, because it's inclusive if we're having that conversation. But I mean,
we're talking about all the weirdos too.
Yeah, but I think I view it differently because how I look at sexual liberation is the more education you have, the better you are. You're more equipped to make better decisions. But y'all talking about hoeing. To me, that's different. Now, I do believe hoeing can help destroy the institution of marriage. But, it takes two to tango, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
it's not, the hoe's fault necessarily because it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? So I can't say, oh, it's hoe's fault that marriages are being destroyed and the divorce rate is sky high.
Well,
I won't say that.
Well, I think Fatty said it best one time. If women decided to close their legs and demand marriage before sex, men would get married.
I agree with that. I don't disagree at all.
Yeah, but who the hell was
collectively, that? Though we're talking about everybody doing that. Y'all see that happening? That's all but okay.
Who the fuck wants to be married before they have sex?
I mean, no, that wasn't my question. It didn't happen, but that was
not me. They about to rip you a new one.
I don't care. You can rip.
I know.
Go right ahead. I do not care. No.
And the other reason I lost my virginity because I thought we were getting married.
I could be married, but that dick was trash. No.
Well, if you were a virgin, would you know?
No, because
if you were a virgin, would you know?
You know when something ain't right. You on the basement floor and that junk. You know when something ain't right. Or some.
What, sis?
I'm just saying, you know it's something ain't right. I'm just saying.
Don't want to tell herself.
Hank the basement with the $5. Hamp, after that midday convo today, got love talking differently. No, she was wilding earlier. Trigger Mike with the $5. Trigger Mike was popping. Nay, that was the most real synopsis I've ever heard from you. Respect. Hey, Nay growing up. Savage with the $5. They say loose lips sink ships. They didn't say which lips. That's stupid. John the Baptist with $2. Sexual slavery is the number one killer of marriage.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah.
He probably expound. True Impact with the $10. Yes, women have always been getting it in. Dana is right. Yes, the hidden babies were on 100.
Yep.
Watch Paternity Court, where people 40 learning their sister. Learning their sister was really their mama.
It's true. Very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a fallacy. I'm not saying people wasn't fucking, but not at this rate. They don't got OnlyFans for nothing. Love. Has sexual liberation destroyed the institution of marriage?
I think what destroyed the institution of marriage is the dissolution of communication. I do. I believe that. And the reason I believe that is because if each other was getting with, why are you making that face, Hamp? Wait, Hamp.
Oh my goodness.
It was the look off for me.
Even the girls is like, yo, what the fuck is she talking about, man?
And that's why I was laughing.
I'm trying not to say nothing, but yo,
And I knew she was
Dana,
gonna say something to him because she saw him do it.
even sis, I know. I'm like, yo, sis, say something to her.
He looked away like the fuck.
I don't think sexual liberation necessarily did. I mean, it didn't help. It didn't destroy it by itself. No. I think that there were other variables is the point I was saying.
Yo, Big Al, I'm about to drop the link, Big Al. Hit the link, man. You got to get your lick back.
You hear me?
What'd you say?
Hear me?
Go ahead, say it again.
Don't bring Big Al up here. You reckon I'm here? Whatever. There are other variables that attributes to the destruction of the institution of marriage, not just sexual liberation. Sexual liberation is not new. There have been
why do you keep answering like that, Asia?
Because there have been hoes for millennia.
What I'm saying is, I said maybe I should have put one of or the number one or two.
Okay, that'd been better. I can answer it differently. I didn't see that. I don't see it though. You said that like an hour ago.
Is it one of the?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is one of. Yes. I'm answering the question directly. The one that's not scrolling. Yes, it is one of him.
I said top two.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I can't really hear you tonight for some reason. So that one, sexual liberation is one.
Answer to that one. Yes. Why?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
What's going on?
Honestly, God, I can't hear you. My speaker is so low. I'm sorry. So you said, can you answer? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet. Just ask it again real quick. I'm gonna be quiet.
Why do you feel like sexual liberation destroyed the institute of marriage? Why?
Oh, why is it one of? I believe it is one of the factors that destroyed marriage because men look down upon it, and this seemingly sexual liberation that we have on this panel. They say we sexually liberate. They call us 304s, and I know for one I ain't had that in a minute. They call me incels too. So it's like, make up your mind. Am I a 304 or am I a femcel or an incel? So
you're a femcel because it's hard to get a relationship. That's what makes women femcels, not getting dick.
Okay. So the perceived sexual liberation, because I don't believe that a lot of women are out here just passing it out like Tic Tacs. Majority of women are not passing out puss like Tic Tacs. They are not. Are there some that are doing it? The minority, yeah. But the majority are not. The majority are dating with intention. The majority want to be with that one person. So, yeah.
Y'all just gonna sit here. That's why I hate the sisterhood. That was a crock of shit, and nobody gonna say nothing.
We were waiting for her to finish her statement.
I thought she had more.
Bro, she been coming at your neck. Fucking say something to this nigga.
First of all, don't do that. I didn't come at her neck. I was asking questions.
Look, bro, now,
I don't think that's
bro,
the case. I disagree, cousin.
bro.
Because there's more.
This nigga's scared.
Get her, bro.
There's more access, and females think that they can do what men do. Men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women, hoes are sleeping with married men, old people sleeping with old people, spread STDs. Yes, I think that sexual liberation has destroyed the institute of marriage because there's more access to doing a whole bunch of stuff with a whole bunch of people who are okay with it.
That and OnlyFans. You got that OnlyFans. So social media, period. That's like you extra sexually liberated. Everything's out there. It's the twerking. It's the how you're going to dress and what you're going to do. So you're putting yourself out there. So it's not, you're not being presented like you want to be married.
And as much as men say, you know, women is out there putting their ass and their titties out there, they like it. They like it. They're hitting the likes. And they're looking for that in the street. I mean, they're looking for that.
They like it, but they don't want to take it home. And
they want the virgin.
They don't want to take it home, but they want to take it to the hotel. Or they want to take it on a trip. So, yeah.
You know what? I can agree with that. I'm going to change my answer because I think you guys are making some good points.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I think you guys are making some good points and some things that I didn't consider. So I'm changing my answer.
I don't think you should, Dana. I think there's just more. It's a different way of doing it.
Sis, let her change.
She was fine. You better let her.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis.
The crack babies, and then the what's that Palooza thing they all used to go to and just get high and drunk, and what is that thing called?
Woodstock. Woodstock, yeah.
Yeah, they used to be doing some crazy stuff back then. And then Backpage, then they went to MySpace. So there was different ways of doing it. I mean, my grandma got three baby daddies. So it's like,
wow.
It's like, I don't think you should change that, Dana. What was going on back then?
So do you think that it was like a level, and now we're at this top level of doing what it is that we want to do when we want to do it with no remorse, with no type of ethics, no type of morals, no nothing?
I just think things have changed. The way it's done, I think, has changed.
Yeah, it's just exposed more now. We just have more access to it. That's the difference. It's
everything is allowed now.
I think y'all being disingenuous. I think you know good and well whores is at an all-time high.
Men and female whores.
Men can't be whores. You know that.
They can.
No, whoremongers, whore makers.
Okay, well they're
Whore's still in the name, but whore's on their title though. So whore's a whore, right? I mean,
no, it's not. What are you talking about? Seriously, do you know what else?
The same thing she said. A whore is a whore. So a whoremonger.
No, I didn't. But I corrected it. Why are you saying? So did you watch Black Panther?
The first one, yes. The first one.
What was the antagonist's name?
Killmonger.
What does that mean?
Did they say it in the movie? I don't know. Sorry.
Same thing as a whoremonger. He was catching bodies. He wasn't getting bodied. That's the difference. Come on. Hey, are you being serious today?
No, I'm being very serious. I think that men can be whores. I know you think that they can't, but I think men can be hoes too. I think men can have sex without intention. Men can sit there and give it up. Just be giving it. I do think that. And I'm not backpedaling on that. I'm never going to take that away. I know on this show you don't like saying that, but I'm gonna call a hoe a hoe. So if you have a man out there that is,
you're a victim.
You're so stupid.
All I hear is bullshit.
But can you want
society
me to
doesn't see men as whores, though.
It wasn't even a thought for you to jump in on. Me and Rose was having a conversation. You said whore still in the name, but it's whoremongerer or whore maker.
Oh, I thought it was whoremonger, yeah.
Whore maker, fine, but you're still you're not. I mean, there's no point in me saying this because you're not gonna purposely not get it. So
where are the statistics on the increase of whores? Like, where are the whores? How do we know?
Y'all want me to? You know I've been drinking.
Say it, Hamp. Where are the whores?
You know where
are y'all sure y'all want to do this?
No, you better not stay on the screen. No, we don't want to do it.
Nigga, I know you ain't. Go to hell. No, you didn't.
Sis went on camera. Yo, let me read these super chats. John the Baptist with the $5. The question said sexual liberation. I call it sexual slavery. Okay. John the Baptist with the $5. Love, do you suffer from selective hearing or selective logic?
It's bad audio tonight, John the Baptist. I heard it. Like Hamp is really low tonight. Seriously.
I'm low to y'all? No way.
To me, everyone is low to me. Everyone is low to me.
Okay.
Not just you.
Trigger Mike with the $2. A majority of women are popping it like Tic Tacs. Trigger Mike with the $2. Bro, what is your obsession with male on male? I don't know why she like that shit so much. Savage Red Recovery with the $5. The American woman gets married at 27 years old on average. The median age for men to marry is 29 years old. So no sleeping around.
What? He's proven nothing.
He's Mr. Britt with the $2. Wilt Chamberlain slept with 10,000 women in the 60s.
Nope.
What, Mr. Britt made a good point, but Wilt Chamberlain is 7'2" in the 60s. Like that.
So was he a whore or whoremonger with 10,000 women?
Oh,
I don't know.
Whoremonger. You gather women and have sex with them. Whoremonger. Wilt Chamberlain gets kudos. That is
you're really praising a 10. It's a real question. You're praising a man.
Be like, yo, Wilt did his thing. Is the point?
That's nuts. Like that. That's like bizarro world to me. That 10,000. He's entered 10,000 women, different women. Is bizarro world for that to be celebrated. He did his thing. That's disgusting.
But the point is, they was fucking in the 70s. They was fucking
in the 60s and the 60s. It didn't just start in the 90s and the 2000s.
Right.
Good point.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Caesar's Pals with the $2. Hamp. Love can keep lying. It won't help her. Shaking my head. Caesar's Pals with the $2. If you ask a black woman, they do nothing wrong ever. Yeah, I don't know. This shit. That's why I played this.
You're a victim.
Like, yo, it's always something, man. Golly. How much time we got? All right. Let me see.